And saying, baby, go with me. Baby, go with me. Love has no limits and it has no name. It's every hour and it's day by day. Love has no gender and it has no creed. Love is the way. Love is the way of being. Love is the way of don't you love is the way of being. Love is the way don't you call my name, call my name, call me. Call my name, call my name, need me. I promise I'll be there. I promise I'll be there. 'Cause love has no limits and it has no name. It's every hour and it's day by day. Love has no limits and it has no creed. Love is the way we live. Love is the way of being. Love is the way I. Don't you love is the way of being. Love is the way I. Love is the way. Let's love is the way. Hello, 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 hello. Okay, that was the THEE Sacred Souls. Love is the way. Um, I just ran into that one over the weekend listening to some. I started found it on an alternative station, so I just kind of tuned in and let it go. So I said we're gonna give y'all a little taste of it. This the Hustle and Wax Flow. That's Hustle over there. I'm Wax. We're gonna be flowing all day. Hey, we got everything going on, bro. You got March Madness, you got NFL free agency, you got baseball season about to start, you got Ja Moran in the strip club. You got Sean Kemp doing drive-bys and not doing drive-bys. You gotta love it. You got to love it. You got to love it. Cause I mean, it's like all these cats, man. Ooh, yeah. Lord Jesus, that make my day. Y'all just keep on making my day because love is the way. Like the song said, it ain't got nothing to do with gender, ain't got nothing to do with race. If Sean Kemp want to go around doing drive-bys, then let Sean Kemp go on and do his drive-by thing. Yeah. Be peaceful when you do it, though, Sean Kemp. Who else was stupid? I mean, a lot of people stupid out here. Trust me. I'm tripping because Shaq. You know, the FTX deal that he got caught up on. Is this thing gone? That camera thing? Because the only thing I see is the sign from up there. Jarrell Tyree, what's up? Yeah, you must be going slow then. I'm watching it. Oh, okay. Maybe because I'm on Facebook. Facebook hate me. I'm on Facebook. Facebook hates me. You guys hate me on Facebook. But I don't care. I don't care. I'm sending this out to our groups, the groups that like us. The ones that don't like us, y'all, you know what y'all can do. But no, there's always something going on. That's why you got No Static Radio, the voice of the revolution. I don't know about nobody else, but I know we got it. If they ain't got it, oh well, they better do a little bit more digging. And we do not speculate on this show. We tell the truth because we got facts. You can call in at 216-939-5087. 216-939-5087 is the number to call in if you want to dispute anything I sit here and say today or anything Hustle say over there. This is my opinion, not this radio station's, not Hustle's, okay? And I say what the hell I want to say. And right now I'm gonna say our sponsors. Our sponsors are Design Me Exclusively, the Cleveland Rugby League, and Lamont Avenue Wines. We power by Google, and you can find us. If you can't find our beautiful faces on your Facebook Live or YouTube Live, you can download the following apps and listen to us live. Mixlr, MIXLR.com, Mixcloud.com, let me see, MediaQ.com, TuneIn.com, and LiveOnlineRadio.com. Download those boys and you can listen to us live. Um, if you want to be an advertiser for this show, get in contact with Ms. Decisive. Go to the webpage. The number's on the No Static Radio page on Facebook. So go there and you will be able to get in contact with her about being a sponsor. You might well be a sponsor on this piece, you know. It's a good deal, man. What's up, man? How you doing today? Oh, before I go into anything else, the only place that you're going to hear the midday numbers online, on the radio, on anything is right here. And today, get your money ready or get your coin. Either you won or you didn't. Dude was in there the other day talking about that was my number. Yeah. It ain't your number unless you cashing in a ticket. If you ain't cashing in a ticket, it ain't your damn number. So I hate when people say that. That's dumb. 907, my niece Angel's down there in Atlanta. That's her birthday. Straight 907. Pick 4 is 9890, and the pick 5 is 41329. That's like a combination there. 41329. For 50 cents straight, that number will pay you $25,000. For a dollar straight, you get 50,000. On that pick 4, 50-cent box, it gets you 200. On that pick 3, there's a lot of ways to play it. But if you had it that way, you get straight money, either 500 or 250. If you got it on the box, just add a little extra. Yeah. So those are today's numbers. I want to tell you about COVID. COVID ain't going nowhere. COVID gonna be here. And if you think it's gone, go to the hospital. Go look at that. They still got them COVID wards and COVID units up in Cleveland Clinic, University, all these hospitals. They still got them up. So it's not going anywhere. So you know what y'all can do. First of all, you can go to cdc.gov/COVID-19 and look at the upgraded regulations on COVID by the government. But these are things that you can do every day to prevent the spread of respiratory diseases. Wash your hands a lot. Avoid close contact with people who are sick. Avoid touching your eyes, your nose, and your mouth. Stay home if you're sick. If you cough or sneeze, do it in your arm, deep in your elbow, not on your hand, so you could be rubbing somebody's face and trying to kill them with your damn germs. Clean and disinfect frequently touched objects. That includes the inside of your car. Let's see. Just do what you're supposed to do, because COVID ain't going nowhere, bro. This message is brought to you by the National Association of Broadcasters and this station, No Static Radio, the voice of the damn revolution. Y'all better get hip to the program. Let me see. I sent out some alerts yesterday, and everybody was like clicking and saying cool and all that. I hope all y'all answers watching. Yeah. Y'all be like, oh, okay, cool. But then I be watching people from Germany be watching this damn show. I don't know where y'all be at, but okay. Nothing personal, but this is the hustle and wax flow, you know, No Static Radio. The Trauma Recovery Center. As violence happened to you or your family, violence can affect all parts of your life, sometimes in ways you can't see. Violence can affect the way you eat, sleep. It can cause you to lose focus, feel angry, afraid, use drugs, or drinking as a way to escape. Violence does not have to keep hurting. You can change your life starting now with help from the Trauma Recovery Center. Take control of your life. Today can be the day. The Trauma Recovery Center offers real help for real needs in real time. They offer services in PTSD, domestic violence, safety, emotional support, food, clothes, and much more. Don't let violence control you. You can break free, and the Trauma Recovery Center can help. Call the Trauma Recovery Center at 216-644-5487. Again, 216-644-5487. If I don't say nothing that interests you or you learn something or you could take and share with somebody else, take that number and share it with somebody else about the Trauma Recovery Center. They will come to you wherever you are. Call today. It's 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. They can give you the tools to rebuild your life and your health. Call today. It's free 24/7 and it's confidential. The Trauma Recovery Center, 216-644-5487. Get with it. You ain't got to suffer. I mean, we really don't. We got help out here. Get some help. You know, when they shoot the joint up, they don't say it was the guns. They say it was mental health.
Yeah.
Now, I would like to see the numbers and percentages on that because most people that use guns to do mass shootings, and we have more mass shootings in this country than days in this year so far. The days in the year gonna have to catch up, and it's not gonna catch up because at the end of this year, 2023, it's gonna be more mass shootings than 365. Trust me. Now, let me see. March Madness is here. Let me see. I don't know which way am I going. I want to know which way am I going because
so many avenues.
yeah, because that Sherbert outfit that my boy had on in court. How you gonna ask somebody for some Jolly Ranchers, bruh? Oh, y'all get y'all No Static Radio stuff from hats, masks, t-shirts, buttons. Even though I got on a UAB t-shirt, University of Alabama, Birmingham, my little niece, she had a hell of a game last week. She had 19 points and 12 rebounds. They won the first game of their conference tournament, and then the next game they lost, but they did good. They're a young team, and they'll be back next year. Trust me, UAB Women's Blazers, they will be back. Good job, Desi. Love you. All right, let me see. What else do I got? What else do I got? Okay, here we go. What's his name? Louis Largent. He was a DJ with KROQ in LA. He was an executive for Island Records. He was vice president, actually. But he got his fame he was the first host on MTV, 120 Minutes.
Yeah.
If anybody, there's some people out there remember that because MTV is, you know, I remember when MTV first came on. I still remember some of the stuff they had on there.
Yeah.
But he was the host of
when it was really about music.
When it was about music, and you could see videos, and you know they had guests come in and do acoustic performances. But I don't know what's on MTV now. Bunch of you know who. Joshua Madsen. He was 45. He was the drummer for the Dutch band Artillery. I'm pretty sure a lot of y'all ain't hip to that, but the man died in an accident. Actually, he got ran over by the tour bus, which is That's right. Let me see. Peter Kelly. He was 97. He was an actor first, and then he became an agent. He was 97, man. He had a damn good run down here. But he was the agent for these just a couple of the people who he was the agent for. Denzel Washington, Gregory Peck. Now look at the years between when Gregory Peck and Denzel Washington was making movies, and Joan Crawford. And the list is a whole lot of other people on the list that he was their agent. So it must have been good just based upon the fact all them people made a whole bunch of money. And they never really got in no trouble out here.
What was the Oscars last night?
Yeah, the old Oscars was last night.
They said we ain't make no noise.
The Oscars, they said
we ain't having none of y'all N-words acting no fool.
Not this year. Not this year. You not coming here and showing your ass, black people. But it was last night. I didn't watch none of it.
It didn't make
I
no
wanted to
noise.
see.
It was real quiet. It was real quiet.
They said it was. I mean, from what the people were saying on the this morning on MSNBC and other places, they said it was pretty good. I'm like, I wouldn't know. I was damn asleep or watching something else. But yeah, they said it was good. Only thing I really would have wanted to see was Rihanna and that one movie, that the Asian movie that they spent $25 million to make, and it won all the damn awards. Yeah. Jamie Lee Curtis actually won a Best Supporting Actress in the movie, and the lead dude he won Male Actor, and I think the lady won Female Actress of the whatever or the Gram or the Emmys or what not the Oscars, yeah, the little gold statue. And a lot of people was like, well, Tom Cruise should have made it for Top Gun Maverick. For what? That movie wasn't good enough to be nominated for a damn Oscar. Come on, man. And they spent $400 million making that movie. Always, the last few years are the big movies that win at the Oscars. They be these low budget films where somebody spent $20 million, $25 million because they have like character, they have storylines, they have.
Ain't that crazy though? How you can call a movie low budget and it's $20 million, and then it's like a blockbuster movie, like the lead actor get paid $20 million.
Yeah, blockbuster. Denzel Washington ain't even gonna read the script unless he got $30 million direct deposited to his account.
That's crazy, man. That's crazy how this business is.
Oh, it ain't no doubt, man. Because, you know, there was a time when you could make a classic movie on a budget of $10 million. Yeah. You think they spend a whole lot of money making Animal House? They spent, I think they said when the Blues Brothers was made, the first one, I think they said they spent $15 million. And it had car crashes, it had everything in it. The Blues Brothers had music, Aretha Franklin, James Brown, Ray Charles, and the Blues Brothers, John Belushi and Dan Aykroyd. But, and they made for $15 million. And the movie, the one I don't know the name of, but they've been saying it all day. I mean, I can look it up, but it ain't that important to me because I won't be seeing it. And they said what this movie did, it brought people back to the movie theaters. Yeah. And they said, I think the first week it made $100 million. So they was on top, $75 million after 1 week. But this movie done made so much money. And when they do that, all the actors should get a raise. You know, when they say they budget the movie at $20 million and it make $300 million, you should give everybody a raise.
Yeah, you got to put that in your contract. You got to have your agent on your contract. Got to be tight.
Yeah, I guess they would have had to have Peter Kelly as their agent because he was Denzel's agent. So all I'm saying is,
every time this movie eat, I gotta eat too.
That's like with a lot of these musicians we talk about, you know, they they come back 1,000 years later and say, dude owe me, for royalties, and he owe me $250,000. Now you broke, bro. You done spent your dough. Don't come over here asking me for no money. Yeah. You know what the contract was saying in red. I mean, dude, come on. But that's what's the name. That was good. I think movies like that are bringing people back into the movie theaters. Yeah. They need to be made.
It's just gonna be a couple of them though, cause it ain't.
Well, yeah, because they got all this stuff.
Man.
Yeah, they stream it. HBO is streaming first, and then it'll go to the movie theaters.
Well, it'll go to the movie theaters for about 2 or 3 days, and then after that, it's streaming. It's on HBO Max or something. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
on Paramount Plus, it's streaming somewhere. Or just go on your handy dandy Fire Stick.
Yeah, you got the Fire Stick with the 5 5,000 channels. You can find it anywhere you want. Trust me, I know. Sending out these like little alerts. Y'all watch the damn show. And y'all be talking about oh, then they hit you up, and then it's like, oh damn, they hit it and they like. Y'all don't even watch the damn show. Y'all don't even listen. Get all this damn information we got that we sending out to y'all. We tapping it into y'all. You know,
Man, quit making movies, man. You quit making movies. You're not gonna win no Oscar, no Emmy, no
Who?
Grammy, LeBron James if you don't stop making these
they
damn
didn't.
movies.
They didn't even mention
If you don't stop
Space
making these damn
Jam
movies,
2.
man. I said before myself, I'm gonna watch this House Party, man. LeBron, stop. That's all I'm gonna say, man. Stop, bro.
Well, he needs to.
Stop.
I mean,
Give that money. Give that money to charity, man.
give it to Akron.
Somebody.
You don't rebuild everything in Akron. Give it to Akron.
Give it to somebody.
Help the damn schools.
Let somebody else shine. Give it to somebody. That movie. That's all it was just talking about. Oh, LeBron's house. That's what you should call it. LeBron's house. That's what you should. Why'd you have to call it house party? Should just call it LeBron's house.
That wasn't streamed, and it went to the movies first. And is it being streamed on any big network right now?
What am I streaming on? I think I was watching. Was it HBO Max? I don't even know.
Well, all I know is that thing was not. It's still not even talked about it. But they don't even know how much they made at the box office.
I said I'm gonna go and watch this. For real, I'm gonna force myself to make it through this movie, and man.
Well,
I tell you,
if you made it all the way through, then you good. Cause I'm like this. You don't even know how. In most movies like that by big celebrities or whoever, you get the box office numbers. I don't think that. I think he lost money on House Party 2 or 3 or whatever it was. Call it LeBron James House Party.
Yeah.
Cause
they should have called it.
Yeah, cause I didn't see.
And if you want to be an actor, man, LeBron,
go to acting school. Take some acting classes, bruh. Everything ain't like I'm the big dumb jock. Basketball player.
And you can't just play basketball in every movie, bro. Like, why is you playing basketball at House Party? Like, I don't even understand, LeBron, man. Just stop, please. Don't give somebody else the money. There's much more useful things that could be.
You can donate that money to the United Negro College Fund.
You can do something with it.
Shit, you bet you can save some of it to give Bronny a job because he ain't going to the NBA.
Yeah.
Put some of that money to the side. Let him work for your agent company or something.
Shaq Nelson said you delusional.
Now, when you got people like Shaq and Charles Barkley up there saying he delusional for thinking his son gonna play in the NBA with him.
Yeah.
That's the truth. When you get it from the horse's mouth, man, I mean, come on, man. Them dudes in the Hall of Fame, bro.
Yeah.
You ain't even in the Hall of Fame yet, LeBron. You're going, but you ain't there yet. The thing is,
they said Bronny not even a top 10 player. I don't even know what LeBron is thinking.
But the thing is,
not even the top 10 player.
He got invited to the McDonald's All-American game. Either that one is because there's only 2 now: the Jordan All-Star game for high school players and the McDonald's game. And the kid that played for Centinela in L.A., we talked about him a couple of weeks ago. His name would come to me. He didn't even make it. They picked Bronny over this dude. And they say Bronny in this thing was like 39th. And this kid was the 17th best player in the country. Because I don't believe like LeBron James' son is the 39th best player in this country. He kind of like your boy Leonard on the rap top 10 charts, top 50 charts. Your own people say he ain't in the top 50.
Hearing Bronny like Bryce is better than Bronny, I guess, because Bronny older.
Yeah, because he in the limelight. Because now he about to go to college and it ain't gonna work out.
But he better get hurt real fast.
You better go to class. That's what he better do. He better go to class
and get hurt real fast.
And so that because you ain't going no damn NBA, bro. Come on, man. And everybody know if you make it, the college he go to, the only reason why they recruiting them It's because of his father, so they can get
LeBron
publicity.
so LeBron
That's
can come
it.
to the games and they can get on TV.
That's it.
And they can get a big ass athletic director, get a big ass check, and then talk about we need to go fund me to replace our goalposts.
Yeah, he's talking about going to Ohio State. I don't know why he's going to Ohio State. Ohio State got a hell of a recruiting class coming in next year. And what they did this year.
They go to AU.
Yeah, go down there where you from.
Yeah.
Go down there where you from, bro.
Promise Academy.
They got a team. Woo! Yeah, he need to do something because I'm just like, I'm too through. But Barkley and them all said it the right way, delusional. Full flight from reality. He might as well read the big book of Alcoholics Anonymous because it's telling more about his life to come. So I appreciate you bringing that up because believe me, I did not miss that one. I just didn't write it down. But yeah, so you know, you get these people, man, and his son is not that good. Caleb Foster is the kid's name. And because actually I was looking at it last week, LeBronny's team, Sierra Canyon, they got blew out in the playoffs, the high school tournament.
Yeah.
They got blew out, and Bronny had 9 points.
Good.
That's you going to the max. Oh, they gonna dog him. You know what they gonna do? You know what this gonna be like?
They're gonna put him on ice. Remember back in the day when they said they won't put you on ice?
Put you on ice, bro.
Put you on ice, bro.
Get no shots, bro. I'm blocking your shit every time you try to throw it up. Yeah. I'm slapping it back at you.
And you ain't we taking your cookies every time you think you about to come down the court.
Nope.
Yeah.
Stripped. But remember, I don't know if you remember when Michael Jordan's 2 sons, Jeffrey and the other one. Yeah. And actually, all his kids are doing really good. His daughter is like running a division of Nike. Yeah. She making money.
Because what's his name? Jeffrey, what's his name? Marcus or something
Marcus,
like that?
Yeah, Marcus and Jeffrey.
That was in a little trouble for a minute there, wasn't it?
Well, one of them is dating Scottie Pippen's ex-wife, Larissa Pippen.
Yeah, everybody done been with her.
Yeah, I know. And now she done posted up next to one of Mike's kids. You know, Mike's staying out of it.
Mike done told, don't bring none of that over here.
Don't bring that to the house, bro. Yeah. And his mama, believe me, his mama Juanita said the same thing. Don't bring that shit over here to the house. But no, they played, and it was on a nationally televised game. Yeah. And Jordan was at the game. He wasn't like LeBron, got to sit right there in the front, so everybody could see him. Jordan was sitting all the way up in the back, and they only put the camera on him maybe once, maybe twice. But what's his name? His name is.
I ain't even playing sports. Michael Jordan was my daddy. I ain't even playing sports.
That would have been the best thing to do.
I'm about to be on the Rubik's Cube World Championship.
I'm gonna be playing chess. That's what I'm gonna be doing.
The best Rubik's Cube yo-yo.
Hey, you gotta be cold to do that yo-yo thing, bro. Trust me. Yo-yo. That competition be tough.
Man. That's what I'm about to do. I'm about to be the coldest yo-yo. I ain't trying to. You know, you ain't about to be the coldest basketball player. Well, how much genetics your dad will pass down to you?
All I know is Eric Gordon was playing for the other team, and Eric Gordon was the best basketball player in the country. He's still in the NBA now. So I'm looking at like the late 90s, early 2000s when they was in high school. And Eric Gordon ripped them a new. Michael Jordan was embarrassed. Them was his damn sons that day. Yeah. I mean, and they was undefeated. They went to a private school outside of Chicago, like Sierra Canyon, LeBron, and Bronny. Yeah. So, but Eric Gordon, he went to the hood school, and they was playing him on ESPN. Yeah. Man, that dude had 40-something points, bro. And the one, Marcus, he wasn't bad. Because they both went to Illinois, but they ended up leaving Illinois And one of them went down to Central Florida. I think he got in some trouble down
Yeah,
there.
that's what I'm saying. I remember then one of them get caught up with the gun in the
Yeah.
McDonald's on some John Morant type stuff.
Yeah, on the John Morant. That's what we call it now, the John Morant. But so I mean, it's like I think it wasn't Marcus, it was Jeffrey, the one that went down there and got in trouble.
I think they done did a 180 though. They done got.
Oh, what's his name? One of them got his own business, not financed by his father, and is doing good. And the other one worked for Nike.
Yeah.
You know, but his daughter made her bones on her own, and she is running a division of Nike. She say, she gonna start marketing the Jumpman and all that good stuff to female athletes and to these women colleges and high schools. She said, I'm gonna make my daddy a trillionaire. She said it just like that. My daddy gonna be a trillionaire. And I'm like, okay, baby. Yeah. If you got that type of confidence in your game, but if she running a division of Nike, designing shoes and designing outfits and stuff like that, why not? The lady that be on the sidelines at the NFL games used to work for ESPN. She got her own line of NFL stuff, and I think that's a conflict of interest. Yeah. But the Cavs, let's get the Cavs are 43-29. They still holding on to fourth place in the Eastern Conference. It's Milwaukee and Boston, Philly and Cleveland. In the West, surprisingly, Denver and the Sacramento Kings. I love that story. Sacramento Kings are second in. They passed Memphis, by the way. Yeah. And the Sacramento Kings, man, they going to the playoff for the first time in a long, long, long time. Yeah. And they deserve it because they got good players. They got Mike Brown as a coach. See, them young players listen to Mike Brown. Unlike somebody when Mike Brown was here and got Mike Brown fired twice. And the owner had to pay Mike Brown all that money to stay at home and be around his wife. Let me see. I ain't saying nothing, but let me see. The Ohio State men's team, they finished with a terrible record. They actually made it to the semifinals of the Big Ten championship. They lost to Purdue. If they would have won that game, and they put up a good fight, if they'd have won that game, they'd have been in the Big Ten championship with a chance to win and go to the NCAA tournament with a losing record. And let me see where they damn thing at. I know they ain't win no whole bunch of games. The women, they in the tournament, they had a 13th seed. Let me see, Cleveland State's men, they lost in the championship game of the Horizon League. They finished 21-13. They'll probably go to the NIT. Cleveland State women won 30 games, and they are in the tournament. Be proud. Go support the Cleveland State Lady Vikings and the men's, because it's a great day to be a Vike. March Madness, the top 4 seeds. I don't know how Kansas got a number 1 seed, but it's Kansas. Who else? Alabama is the number 1 overall seed. This is the first time they've ever done that. Yeah. Alabama got a damn good team. And whoever them 2 is in the middle, because Kansas was the 4th, I really don't care. Because I ain't going to be watching. UCLA is a number 2 seed. I'll probably follow them in the tournament. USC, I got to throw my West Coast love in there. But Sean Kemp didn't go to college. Yeah. Sean Kemp went to how to do a drive-by in the state of Washington where everybody know you. Everybody. You was on the front. Well, you was an all-star like 6 times. But you was on the front of one of your little boy. Remember that Sports Illustrated which had the little boy on there? Had to be like about 6. Yeah. And he's like, who's my father? And they talked about Sean Kemp in the article more than anybody, because at the time I think Sean Kemp had like 9 kids by 7 different women. Yeah. But that's a hell of a lot of child support, bro. That's a whole lot. That lady in there. That's right. I heard her when I came in here. Let me see. We got some local stuff.
So they ain't worried about that money now. I was like, this stuff so crazy, man. Like, man, now it's like the child support game. They said Nick Cannon with all his kids.
Yeah.
They're taking him to court because he can't spend enough time. He's spread too thin and he can't spend enough time with the kids. Now that you either have you can't have both. You can either get the money or you gonna get the time. You can't get both.
Well,
and if you want the time and he not making no money, you ain't gonna get nothing.
You like Sean Kemp ain't playing for nobody. Now he probably get some money out of the retirement fund, but oh well.
They sell weed. They should have made that known.
Yeah.
Sean Kemp selling weed now.
Yeah, Sean Kemp. He got to do what he got to do. You know. Hey.
He's selling the legal weed.
Yeah, I mean that's hey, it's a business now. It's a business opportunity. I don't know if he with Urkel, with the purple Urkel, or with Snoop, but I don't know. Oh, this lady, her name was Denise Russo. She played in the X Life. Yeah. I ain't never see that, but she died. Kristen Jordan Lund, she died. Michael Rose, he was a bass player for a lot of different artists. You know, he's a great studio musician. He died. He was 69. Let me see who else. Did I miss anybody? Bud Grant, 95 years old. He is a legendary coach with a Canadian football team, and he won championships. And then he came not too far from Canada to the Minnesota Vikings, and he coached them to 4 Super Bowls. Now, the caveat is they lost all of them. They was the first team, Buffalo. So y'all don't really have to be ashamed in Buffalo about being the first team to lose 4 Super Bowls. But y'all went to like 4 straight. The Vikings went, lost, then it skipped a year, they lost. That's when they was called the Purple People Eaters. They played outside at Metropolitan Stadium. And you know how cold it get in Minnesota in the wintertime. The other teams would have them big blow heaters on their sideline. Yeah. Bud Grant did not allow heaters on the sideline, bro. If you played for the Vikings, you had to be tough as nails and have a built-in heater inside your ass, because they played with short sleeve shirts, wasn't no long sleeve, wasn't no what do you call it, the pajamas up under that long john. Yeah. They didn't have heaters on their sideline. They won a hell of a lot of games, but I know they was mad at Bud Grant. Bud Grant got drafted by professional basketball and professional baseball too when he was a young man. But he chose to go into coaching. And he was 95 years old. Bud Grant was a tough dude, man. He was, if you look at pictures of Bud Grant, you knew he was a tough dude, and he didn't take nothing from nobody. He is scrap with you. You can look at him and tell. Look at his eyes. You know, you can look at somebody's eyes and know, I don't think I'm going to get out on them. I'm going to leave them alone.
This dude mean business.
Yep. That's what his eyes say. Let's see. That was it. I want all those people to rest in peace, man.
I still don't understand how the hell did Sean Kemp's name get brought up in the drive-by, man. Who is you messing with, Sean Kemp? You must be out here playing with messing around.
They probably didn't pay for their weed.
You out here messing with Finesse 2 times.
I was riding in the car the other day, and I can't think of what station I was listening to, but they played a song called Ron Artest.
Oh, hell.
Where's that damn song at on? I wrote them down. They made a song called Ron Artest. Trust me, I said you got to, because when they announced it, they said next song we're gonna play is Ron Artest. I was like, huh? I thought they were saying Ron Artest was gonna be rapping or singing or something.
He is a rapper though.
And he wasn't on this damn song. Only thing he was on this song was his name.
I think he got a song out there.
Well, it ain't doing too much on the charts. Where is it? And I got to find this, man, cause these two dudes, that's what's on there. I'm like, and then it sounds like, oh, Babyface Ray and 42 Doug.
42 Dub. I thought 42 Dub was locked up. Is he out?
We must be out because they
Some of
made a
these
song
dudes
called
be-
Ron Artest,
some of
unless
these
it was an
dudes be
older
locked
song.
up. Some of these dudes be locked up so much you never do know when they out or they could have recorded it before they got. I don't know.
Could have sent the tapes while they was in jail.
Yeah, some of them do be recording in jail and
You send
everything.
them tapes while they in jail. 216-939-5007 is the number to call in. It's the Hustle and Wax Flow on the No Static Radio, the voice of the revolution. Again, 216-939-5087. That was the Sacred Souls, the THEE Sacred Souls, Love is the Way. That was what we came into. That was a pretty good song. Had a nice little 70s groove to it.
Yeah,
But them the dudes that got the song called Ron Artest.
that's bad.
Babyface Ray
Yeah.
and whoever, that other dude I said.
Y'all might as well brought dude out of retirement. You remember he used to rock, what's your boy, Roy Jones? Roy Jones Jr.
Do you know where Roy Jones, where he lives now?
Where he live at, man?
Russia. He gave up his American citizenship to live in Russia. Now it must be some fine Russian, you know what, over there for him to go over there. Cause then they was like, well, he could have helped get Brittany Griner out. No, he couldn't. He would have ended up in that jail with Brittany Griner. The ruble ain't worth more than the damn pound, and he over there. He live over there.
What's it, one, man?
He ain't bright enough to be no spy and do no espionage, because Roy Jones was dumber than a box of rocks.
You remember Roy Jones? He had some songs. He done probably had about a whole album.
But he over there rapping in
He
Russia.
had a record label. Jazz some Master P artists talking about how I smoke, I drink. I'm supposed to stop, but I can't. I'm a dog. I love hoes. I'm addicted to money, cars, and clothes.
Well, guess
Roy
what?
Jones.
Roy Jones Jr. When people were scared of him like Mike Tyson after he got beat that first time, it was revealed that Roy Jones Jr. had a glass chin. Because he went to sleep a whole lot of times.
Well, and Roy Jones, he was Team Joy back in the day.
Until he got knocked out. And then Jordan had to let him go.
Like he did Bubba.
Jordan is not afraid to fire nobody. Okay? So, trip if you want to. You will get fired, Bubba.
Thank you, Ron Artest. You made us segue into Roy Jones. Roy Jones, I'm going to have to holler at you, man, see what's going on.
Roy Jones live in Russia. This should probably go to Russia. It can go all over the world. No Static Radio, the voice of the revolution. If y'all over there, because I know some people I know in Birmingham, England, they listen. I guess the little boy that used to listen out of Jamaica, he might be in school now. But yeah, Roy Jones, he lives in Russia. He been over there for a minute.
Low key.
I was looking at my passport yesterday, and I'm like, maybe I'll go over there with Roy Jones.
Yeah.
They can't put me in jail because I don't do drugs, and I don't want in that cheap-ass Russian vodka. So, I mean, hey.
Yeah.
But South Carolina is the number one seed in the women's tournament, the overall number one seed. They undefeated. They won the championship last year. If they win this year, it'll be the first team, men's or women, since UConn did to win the national championship without losing a game.
Yeah.
There was a mass shooting in Hamburg, Germany. 7 people died. I think it was at some type of religious spot or something. I just wanted to throw that in because we ain't the only people with mass shootings. But they gonna shut their gun. The gun law is gonna change over there real quick. Let me see. The Indians, when is opening day? For when they come here and open? Because opening day is the 30th for this month.
Wasn't it like April the 7th or something like that? April.
Yeah, because the first week they play on the West Coast. which is cool.
I seen one of my dudes, man, on his Facebook out there in Arizona talking about go Indians. I'm like, you don't flew all the way out there to Arizona. I ain't even mad at you. I like that, man.
Hey, my brother out there, him and his son, my nephew, he had to go do that State Department job. I think he worked for the CIA. But him and his wife, they going to India somewhere. So
you went all the way out to Arizona to watch you some Indians baseball.
That's right.
Preseason
Trivian baseball.
I ain't even mad at you. Then he gonna caption it talking about don't like snow. I said I ain't even mad at you though. I should have been right along with you if you'd have let me know you was going.
Yeah, man, it's nice in Arizona. We'd have some place to stay too. I know a few people live out there. We wouldn't have to get no hotel. Yeah. That's for sure. Speaking of Roy Jones, and I don't know how he live in Russia. His father probably ran his ass to Russia. But this
they got to, what's her name? She Russian. What's her girl? Ivan Drago wife. That what's her name used to talk to. What's your boy? He know about them Russians. Play. Brigitte Nelson.
Yeah, he had a tall one.
Yeah.
That wasn't on MTV though, was it?
Yeah, no, it was on VH1.
Yeah, they were VH1. They showed videos too back then. But they had crazy shows. But it's a dude named Tim Elliott. He's a former boxer out of St. Louis. In his mid-40s.
Yeah.
You know what he do for a living now? He drive the bus.
Yeah.
Dude got on there. Y'all need to go get the video. Please pull it up because you think dude in Cleveland knocked your girl to the moon?
That's not about to say you
this dude, Tim Elliott, he beat dude up because dude swung on him when he was in the chair. And he,
Why they ain't got the thing, man? Like we got the COVID.
The COVID thing, but you can still get swung. That ain't nothing but plastic. But dude swung on him. He didn't know he was an ex-boxer that had about 30-something fights.
It was at this exact moment when he knew.
When he found out. Because when Tim Elliott got to throwing back, he beat dude. He hit him so many times. And then dude kind of staggered backwards off the bus. Tim Elliott got off the bus and he beat, man, if you didn't get a chance, St. Louis bus driver, former boxer, he beat this dude up, man. He beat him from here to yonder, out of the bus, on the street. He was still punching dude.
But that didn't go like it went in my head.
I guess I won't be bullying the bus driver no more. I better check his record.
That's crazy, man. I don't know.
Woo, that was funny, man. I seen that when I pulled it up. He beat dude bad. Dude don't even probably want to ride the bus no more. He don't want to ride nothing. He'll walk for the rest of his life. Oh my God. That was good though.
Those people right there, like the lady that got hit by the bus, they try to get a little settlement. They move.
He ain't getting nothing.
You gotta get something to go somewhere.
But if it's self-defense and dude hit the bus driver a couple of times and it didn't seem like it really affected him, so he must didn't really have no nice, right hand or something. But he felt Tim Elliott's right hand, left hand, uppercut, loop, jab, hook. He did everything. He went back, they say he flashed back to his boxing days. Georgia house party where there was 100 unsupervised kids ended up with a shootout. I don't know, 7 or 8 people went to the hospital. 1 person died. 1 person died. Not 1 people, 1 person. You know how many women out here, man? They want you to be like articulate to the max. I seen this one lady, they were talking, she was like, well, if he don't know the difference between and women put it up on Facebook all the time too. Y'all know y'all do. The difference between there, and yours, and you, you are. They put that up there, man. And they some of them ain't barely got out of high school.
Yeah.
But y'all want the brothers to be able to articulate like Alfonso Ribeiro. Now, when Alfonso went off,
it will be called single and bitter. Them be the same ones be talking about. Now he go again with that white girl. Them be bitter. Them. Hey. And they'll be the ones be single and bitter and be talking about Kevin Samuels don't know what he talking about. They'll be the same chicks, bro. It'll be the same one.
Well, all I know is this.
I'm glad he dead.
He ain't know what he was talking about anyway. But speaking of, did he go dating that white woman again? Do anybody know who Rob Ross is? Robert Ross. Well, Robert Ross happens to be the fiance of Penelope Gates, Bill Gates' daughter. So I seen a picture of him, and she's not a bad looking woman.
Yeah.
And they, people, because they both go to Stanford together. They both, I think, in like graduate school at Stanford together. They've been together for about 3-4 years. So he done hit, and Bill know.
Yeah.
But the thing came out, about, he just with her for her money. How you know she got some money?
Yeah.
Bill Gates she ain't got no job. She don't work at Microsoft. She go to college. She could be a poor college student. Well, she ain't only loan she gonna get it from her father. You know her education is paid for well in advance. But the thing is, y'all don't know what he with her for.
Yeah,
it looked like he loved her to me.
You don't know what be going on, because sometimes just because, like they say, Bill Gates will tell us, I'm rich, you not rich.
Yeah,
and it'd be like
Michael Jordan.
That's what them white folks do, man. Them white folks, you would be, they have some kids.
Warren Buffett.
They have some kids, you think you all getting, you like, yeah, I'm getting this money when they die. And mess around, that money going to the dog. You ain't getting nothing.
Well, Warren Buffett already done told his people, I'm going to give y'all this much, and it wasn't even all told. His kids wasn't even getting half his fortune. He said he give the rest of that shit to fucking charity somewhere. I hope his charity starts at home in Cleveland, Ohio, at 7401 Woodland Avenue.
I ain't never reaped none of the benefits of charity. The charitable contributions.
Well, you got to get. That's why they made what's that shit? I've almost said OnlyFans. What's that shit? Not PayPal. Where you ask people for money. GoFundMe. Now, I got a little issue.
I have to get on there because I ain't hit nobody's radar.
Well, all I know is I got an issue with GoFundMe.
Yeah.
Because every time it be people that die that be rich. Yeah. And then they set up a GoFundMe page. Yeah. Or their cousin might have got killed.
How about just go get some life insurance? How about just do that?
Yeah, life insurance. I know a couple of people in Georgia and a couple of people up here that sell life insurance.
For the same price as you pay for the Snoop boy.
You get 4 packs of Newports, you could have paid your damn policy off for 3 months. Yeah. Don't y'all know that commercial with, what's his name on there? Jonathan? He used to be on there with Alex Trebek. Alex Trebek died, now Jonathan running, the brother. They got him, they got Jake from State Farm. But the thing is,
just go on and do
get some life insurance, people. It used to be a time when the insurance men would come to people's houses.
Yeah, knock on your door.
Knock on the door, and they would pay. You would pay them your thing and give you a receipt. Yeah. But
in the old school Chrysler, is the Triumph Chrysler. The insurance man always drive.
I don't know what he drove in our name, but he came over my grandmother in them house. He went over Miss Grace in them house. He went over. He stopped everywhere, and he was clean too. Yeah. He wasn't. His dress wasn't slouchy, but people paid their life insurance. I have 3 life insurance policies. Now I'm saying this because ain't none of y'all getting none.
Yeah, but y'all quick to go get a GoFundMe.
But y'all want to GoFundMe page, but you don't want no life insurance.
And you don't want to learn.
If you make over $500,000 a year and you have some form of tragedy in your life, OnlyFans, GoFundMe should not allow you to put a GoFundMe page on there, because that's like the boy that got hurt in the Minnesota game. I mean, in the Buffalo game on Monday Night Football. They had a heart attack. He had like he was raising money for this one family, these little boys, in Florida. They ain't getting nothing for Christmas. They're a little poor.
Yeah.
After that happened, his foundation ended up, I don't know where it stopped at, but he had damn near $100 million. Yeah. Now, I know he ain't getting it to them 3 little boys.
Dude, somebody else is taking.
Russell Wilson, the foundation money, you and Rihanna.
Well, his name is on it. He got somebody else that's overseeing
Damar Hamlin.
money. Yeah.
Oh, Russell Wilson was stealing the money.
Yeah.
He was taking money out, buying Rihanna stuff, building a new barbecue in the back of the house. That's the move Donald Trump do. When Donald Trump, his charity got shut down in New York by that black attorney general, Letitia James, and he what's his name? The money would come in, and it would go straight out. It wouldn't even go wait to get to the back door. It went straight out the window to his sons, his daughter.
And then Warren Buffett giving all that money to church. That's why I say I don't understand, because I ain't never had no charitable contribution when fall in my direction. I don't know where this money be going to. It hit these charities, and then it just went in.
I want to know how many people in the United Negro College Fund went to college in all these years, because a mind is a terrible thing to waste. We know that, because there's a lot of people out here they wasting their damn minds out here now. I guess y'all didn't figure out a mind was a terrible thing to waste in the 2000s and in the 2010s.
It's $100 million, but only kids is getting bicycles and backpacks. Come on, and
now we eating freaking lobster and shrimp and all type of other stuff
in Paris, in France.
Well, don't be with little baby and James Harden over there. But no, GoFundMe. If you make so much money, and it be professional athletes, LeBron James, all these people be out here. Y'all got all this money, but soon as something happen, instead of just saying, okay, the little girl got killed, I'm going to pay for her funeral, you set up a GoFundMe page. Yeah. And then you don't donate none of your money to the GoFundMe page. You just set it up. And thieving ass people out here. But Robert Ross, I congratulate you. Don't mess up, bruh. Because Melinda Gates got a whole bunch of money when she divorced Bill Gates. And
just being in for the long run, don't be Chris Brown, be A$AP Rocky.
You beat up the wrong.
Yeah, be A$AP, don't be Chris.
No Static Radio, the voice of the revolution is the hustle and wax flow. We flowing a little early, but we still March Madness. Yeah. Ohio State men are not in the tournament. They ain't going no tournament. They ain't even going to the third string tournament. But the women are in the NCAAs. Cleveland State men will probably end up in NIT. I know this all local, but so what? We in Cleveland. What you gonna do? And Ohio State's, Cleveland State's women, they're in as well. They're 11th seed. So, back to Penelope, Melinda Gates going to leave you some money. I don't know what Bill Gates going to do, because he spent a lot of money in Africa. So, I ain't saying nothing, but.
He spent a lot of money in Africa. What's the name? That came back. Polio is bad. What are you doing, Bill? You supposed to be eradicated.
All I know, polio is back.
It came back.
I know on that one commercial, Shingles doesn't care. Shingles doesn't care. You're like, well, I hit my best home run of the year. Shingles doesn't care.
Yeah, I said, dang, that's crazy. Because I was reading some stuff, man. I said, they talking about we done eradicated
Polio is back for
polio.
real.
Yeah, I said they done eradicated polio. Then they talking about they over there in Africa. I was like, yeah, the Gates talking about they done eradicated polio. But I was like, ain't nobody caught polio in like forever. But then they said they found some polio that people was getting in New York. It's in the water. I said,
And over there, man,
said it's creeping over
yeah,
here.
they the water. I mean, well, I don't know water. I don't know what it was, but I know it's some polio cases in New York.
Yeah, and that's like you
well,
can
probably
go,
because
and
New
it's
York
like,
is such a dirty ass
and
city,
they
man.
like, it's like they supposed to have eradicated polio in the Gates. They done brought polio back.
They gotta spend their money on something.
And now it's a lot of this stuff. You can go like the CDC website. Like you can look. This is public information, people. There's a lot of public information.
www.cdc.gov.
And it'll tell you about stuff that you need to know.
Well, and you know what? If you're in Atlanta, go down and visit the CDC. They'll let you come in there. They ain't gonna let you see everything, but they'll let you come in and you can see the like a museum, the syphilis exhibit, the HIV exhibit, you know, the polio exhibit,
I said
the
it's crazy.
shingles
exhibit. People gonna be walking around with the leg braces, man, with the polio game.
The rickets.
It's coming
That's
down.
what they used to call it, the rickets, back in the day. Back in the day when it was really, because this dude, Mr. Stone, he used to tell his boy at work, he used to say, boy, you must have had the rickets when you was growing up. I was like, what the frick is the rickets?
Then they gonna try to play it. That's how y'all try to play it too. Y'all came out of New York and then worked your way down south. Y'all gonna try to say it came from Africa.
No, you know they blaming Africa for it. Shit. They can't blame Russia because you know they ain't nobody over there got the rickets. But Tim Elliott, thank you for beating that dude's ass. That was a pleasure. Penelope and Rob, if you feel and you listening, can I get an invitation? I don't even care if I come to the wedding. Just let me come to the reception. Because I know it's going to be some fine white pussy in there.
Roberto body going to be hosting.
Yeah,
like Cash 21. He going to be hosting.
And they said that nothing happened at the Oscars last night. Yeah. Guess what? Asian people was winning and wasn't no black people hosting. Yeah. So that's okay. Oh, then there's another one outside of the bus driver, and then we get serious for Izzo's Cafe. It's over in Fremont area. Yeah. Well, it's a bar. And at 2:00 the other day, excuse me, y'all notice how I coughed into my elbow, not into my hand, not into the air. Do that. Izzo's, it closed. Yeah. And last call, get the hell out of here. So it was a dude, a brother. Now that's why I'm shaking my head. I got my hand on my head like this. I'm rubbing my head like my auntie used to do when she knew who it was that was in trouble. A brother, the lady asked him to leave. Now she one of the bartenders, and she came down to the end of the bar and, hey bro, you got to leave, man. We trying to get up out of here. You know what dude did? He picked up a bar stool and bust her over the head. Only in Cleveland now. And you a black man over there in Tremont hitting white women over the head with bar stools. She had to go to the hospital. Ron Alchest. But she had to go to the hospital. She had a concussion. He broke the chair over her head. So he going to jail for a long time.
And now they're gonna be looking at us all funny.
Oh, funny. We can't even come in Izzo's Cafe and Bar. Here's the lady with a bar stool, man. My friend's restaurant, what's the name of that restaurant where the people got shot at over there? Where they had to shoot out in the restaurant?
Yeah, that's my friend. That's the name of it.
Well, they had a brawl this past weekend.
I was wanting to go. I was going to go, too, and give me something to eat.
Well, and they said it was about 20 women.
But I heard everybody be. It might have been 20 women.
They said it was women. They all was scrapping.
Yeah, it might have been because it was drag all. It was the drag all weekend.
Well, it's snowing in Cleveland, Ohio. I don't know
Yeah,
where
I
it
keep
is.
looking out there
And
too.
it's coming
big
down
flakes.
pretty damn good.
I keep looking and it look like it's big flakes. Like the flakes got a little bit bigger than earlier.
Yeah, they do, and they kind of look like they're gonna stick this time around. But it wasn't bad this morning, cause I didn't even know we was supposed to be getting no snow. So I looked on my phone this morning. Shit says snow showers. Say that fast 3 times. And I was like, snow? No, we ain't getting no snow. Look at it now. And it's that type of snow. It's going this way, that way, the other way. So be prepared.
Let's say something pop up. Let's say no one booked at East Cleveland jail for past 3 days. What's going on? This had to be before the weekend.
They down at the county. Because East Cleveland probably overflowing, and the county, they rent space from Euclid Jail and Beechwood Jail. They pay them to put the prisoners in there.
Yeah.
So I'm like, whatever, man.
I guess everybody was at My Friends. But My Friends, that's a weird place, man. It's like,
I done rolled past. I ain't never been in there before, but I done rolled past there.
It's a little bit on the pricey side. They got some good food.
Well, I mean, if
like,
the food is good, it don't make no difference.
It's like one of them spots, man. It's like everybody is a melting pot. Like everybody are mingled in that spot. That's why it's always some shit going on
over there.
Yeah, because they don't discriminate. First of all, it's right on the border of Lakewood. It's right there. So you got the LGBTQ community. Then you got hood.
Yeah, you got black people.
From down the street. Then you got crackheads that might be in there. Then you got your other suburban people.
Westlake.
Like, man.
Well,
many
obviously,
types of people.
It's a nice place.
Yeah.
It's called My Friends.
But it's so many different types of personalities in there. It's bound to be some clash.
Well, there was a brawl in there the other day.
And then it's open 24 hours. Like,
yeah, that's the bad part.
But yeah, the bad part is, like I said, it's LGBTQ, and so it's a few bars right there. Really, it's all bars. Like Detroit is nothing but that bar strip.
Bars, yeah.
Yeah, it's that bar strip right there.
Well,
so it's like
Izzo's Cafe and My Friends.
It used to be the other ones too, right down the street, but they used to call it Dirty Diana. But they don't. They only stay up until 10 since the COVID. They don't learn their lesson. They like, yeah, we call it 10.
Yeah, at no damn 11 o'clock.
Yeah.
Now, I'm just gonna say it one more time. Robert Ross and Penelope Gates, congratulations. Y'all keep dating. Don't let nobody mess y'all thing up. Nobody. Payne Springs is a little town somewhere. I ain't even write the state down. But the police chief and this officer, they were stealing drugs from drug dealers out of the evidence room, and they were selling the drugs.
Yeah.
Don't you know they got cameras, police chief? They had both of their dumbass mug shots up there. They live in Payne Springs. They feeling the pain. Yeah. And them springs and them jail beds, I don't know how they feel. But
they was taking the drugs and selling the drugs.
They was taking the drugs and selling them.
That's what the story is said. What they doing with the drugs.
They took the drugs and was selling them. Yeah. Nah, and they said they were selling them like in the next county over.
Yeah.
Ain't shit next to Payne Springs, wherever. I think it was Colorado, but all I know is this. It was either Colorado or Texas.
Yeah, that's crazy.
How many times do the police always get caught stealing the stuff out of the evidence room?
Yeah. And then taking it. I won't see them taking
it. They got hidden. You police chief, you know they got cameras.
Yeah. See the police chief down at the CAAA in the morning.
I got these packages, bro. I got this John Belushi, man. This shit will kill you, man. I got this speedball gang. I got the John Belushi. We do the speedball game.
Oh man.
There was a registered nurse in Miami.
Yeah.
She, of course, this is a PPP story.
Yeah.
She was making $1,500 a month
Yeah.
as a registered nurse. Now I don't know what type of business she was supposed to have had, but she stole a lot of money.
Yeah.
She was driving a Lamborghini and a Rolls Royce. Now you talk about being high profile.
Yeah. You ain't dating Andre Rison.
Lisa done burned down the house.
You ain't dating nobody of that nature.
That was one of the best lines of the 8th. Lisa done burned down the house. Woo! But she going to jail.
Yeah.
She won't be nursing nothing no more. Them 2 police people going to jail. You know what?
I just
And now the one officer lady who was white and she was having sex with all them police officers that got fired,
yeah,
including the chief. They was all black.
Yeah.
Now that happens to black people.
Yeah.
This happened to white people that's in charge. They steal the drugs and be selling them.
Yeah.
So it's a difference. Sex versus drugs. Oh, then again, Ian Doherty and the Blockheads had a song called Sex and Drugs and Rock and Roll.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I can't say there's a difference between it. But Tennessee, it's a dude, his name is Paul Sherrill. He's a state representative, state congressman or something in Tennessee.
Yeah.
I don't know if you heard this or if you talked to your mother, she heard it, but he put a bill on the Senate floor about hanging people. Now you know who we talking about hanging.
Yeah.
Don't they got anti-lynching laws in freaking Tennessee?
They supposed to, but I mean, you know.
But if they pass that, then they can hang people. They can lynch again.
They talk about what's the name too? You know they my mom was talking about they took all that LGBTQ. They took that shit away. Ain't none of that.
Oh yeah. Oh. And in Florida,
scratch that.
Remember they said and what's his name? Ron DeSantis.
That and idiot. They slid that in there too. They said the LGBTQ, so they revoking the gay marriage in Tennessee. And like one of my friends, she just got married to this chick I went to high school with, white girl. She got married to this black dude I know just like a couple of weeks ago, last week I think. But under the bill, like my friend would say, homosexual, and then it say interracial, like.
Clarence Thomas.
Yeah, it say interracial marriages. Then it says some of this shit they got in there too that they can go back. Like not only can they ban it now, but they can go back and revoke shit.
Well, I would say this. Abortion might have been knocked down by the Supreme Court, but same-sex marriages and all that is still the law in this country. Yeah. I don't know what Tennessee doing, but
they put interracial in there too. So,
I mean, Clarence Thomas, he said, now after they got rid of Roe versus Wade, which cost them the midterm elections, Clarence Thomas gonna come out with, well, the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna ban interracial marriage. He ain't say gay marriage. He said interracial marriage. Now, Clarence Thomas, I don't know if you're senile, dumb, or just a damn fool, but you married to a white woman. Yeah. Jenny Thomas. Her name Jenny. She white. So what y'all gonna do? You so damn dumb, Clarence Thomas. He's dumber than Ben Carson.
This for y'all do as I say, not as I do. This for y'all, like for me.
Well, I think Joey Cracks got an opinion on that.
I tell him cut me in or cut it out, Clarence Thomas.
Clarence Thomas getting cut in for sure. And he know Jenny will cut his ass if he get out of pocket.
Yeah.
How the hell you talking about getting rid of interracial marriage? Now you want to hear the dumb story of the year? 11-year-old Randolph, his nickname is Blaze Ingram. Little kid in Florida.
Yeah.
11 years old. Florida A&M offered him a football scholarship. I repeat, Florida A&M, the Rattlers, the one with the live band that be shaking their body all to the ground with trombones and shit, offered an 11-year-old boy a football scholarship. Y'all can't be that damn desperate. He gonna get some licensing money now in elementary school. He ain't even in middle school yet.
Yeah.
He gonna get some name, image, likeness money. Cause Florida A&M wanna offer him a scholarship.
Some of this stuff, man, it's just done got crazy. This social media stuff, it just be something. What can we do next? That's so bizarre. Like, what can we do?
Oh, before we get to the car walking out this studio, some
Yeah.
shit gonna happen.
Like, let's offer.
There's no static radio, the voice of the revolution, hustle and flow. Hustle and whack, hustle and flow. That's that damn, what's his name? Terrence Howard. This is never coming back to Cleveland ass.
Man.
Well, all I know is this is the Hustle and Wax Flow on No Static Radio, the voice of the revolution. Trust me, 216-939-5087 is the number you can call. If you're tuning in on YouTube, like it, subscribe, it's free. The Indians, they're in Arizona, it's nice and warm. Some real quick stuff before I get to that bank collapse. And Joe Biden said this morning, all them executives in that Silicon Valley Bank out there,
Yeah.
they're getting fired. So he done fired all of them. But the thing is, their bonus took effect Friday.
Yeah.
So they crooked. But where was I at? Oh, Jim Boeheim. If you know anything about college basketball, Olympic basketball, basketball period, over the last 47 years, he was the coach of Syracuse University. I think, and they saying, well, he haven't said anything, but he got forced out. Adrian Autry, he played for Jim Boeheim, is taking over the job. But Jim Boeheim coached at Syracuse for 47 years. And he went there and played there. So add another freaking 4 years onto that. Wow. And he won the championship in 05, I think, with Carmelo.
Yeah.
Congratulations on your one. They took 100 games from them, too, because they got put on probation about something. And he got, like, all these freaking wins, over 1,000 wins. And they say if they add them 100 back in there, he'll move up the list even further. Patrick Ewing got fired at Georgetown.
I was saying that
His
today.
alma mater.
Let him go.
They let Patrick go because it don't make no difference what you did in 84,
Yeah.
82, 83. It don't make no difference, bro. They talk about winning.
Yeah.
Patrick Ewing went to one NCAA tournament in all them years he was coaching at Georgetown. Now you can't you tell me this, and I like Patrick Ewing,
Yeah.
but you can't draw no good basketball players to come to Georgetown with their history and their tradition, and you Patrick Ewing. You could send Iverson out to these people's houses, and they could have got recruited. I mean, they go to Kentucky. Georgetown got money, pay their ass like everybody else.
Yeah.
You got paid when you went to Georgetown, Patrick. Damn. Patrick is fired. Let me see. He'll because then he said, of course, he was assistant coach in the NBA for over 10 years,
Yeah.
but they never offered him a head coaching job. I wonder why.
Patrick, like, he just want to lay back anyway, smoke some weed somewhere.
Yeah.
He really don't even really cut.
Give me Sean Kemp.
Yeah.
Patrick Ewing made a lot of money, ain't never get in no trouble.
Yeah.
You notice how outside of Iverson, and Iverson never really got in no real trouble. His trouble was from the people around him. Well, all them kids that John Thompson coached at Georgetown, don't none of that get in trouble. They get like top of the line jobs. They have money till that generational money because John Thompson taught them that.
He still didn't like. What's his name? Iverson didn't really get into no trouble.
Yeah.
Even his crew really didn't get in no trouble. It was just they tried to make him trouble because of his name, image, and likeness.
Yeah, he did come with tattoos and cornrows. You think Dennis Rodman changed some shit?
Control him.
They couldn't control him. Larry Brown could not control Allen Iverson in Philadelphia.
But you don't never remember Allen Iverson having no pistols and choking his coach out. Choking his coach out.
Pretty well. I can't feed my family.
And bringing pistols to the locker room.
Gilbert Arenas.
You seen that meme they got? Gilbert Arenas days when he got the designer sneakers on, the Dolce Gabbana. He got the Dolce Gabbana tennis shoes on, basketball shoes. That was like,
I ain't seen no shit like that.
They said, man, when he had the Dolce Gabbana basketball shoes, we knew this dude was crazy. On the meme.
Gilbert Arenas is crazy. Yeah. Anytime you ask somebody which gun you want to get shot with, pick ticket, take your choice.
I forgot all about that. Because he is the only person that did that. Ain't nobody hooping in no Louis Vuitton sneakers, man. But Gilbert.
No wonder why they lost to LeBron in the playoffs them years when Washington was good. Patrick is out. Somebody else got fired too, but who cares, right? It's about the coaches that's in there now. If you're gonna be betting on what's that MGM bet? FanDuel, any of them, even the bootleg ones. And you have not studied these teams for the last week, like in their conference tournaments, or unless you a college basketball junkie and watch a lot of college basketball, I'm advising you, don't bet. And especially don't go chalk, because they say chalk, you just take the teams that's the higher seeds that's predicted to win.
Yeah.
Don't go chalk, first of all. And if you don't know what the hell you doing, stick to betting on golf. Or whatever you betting on now, stick to it, because you ain't predicting. I gotta finish filling out my brackets, but you not predicting this all the games. All the things is you got to predict who get to the Final Four and all the games from the beginning all the way to the end. If you don't pick all the games and have the Final Four team, you ain't going to win no money. So stop. Stop it.
You got to pick them, though. You pick your picker. You better pick them upsets right.
You better go with a 12 always be the 5. And a 10 always be the 6. Every year they say it happens, and it does. So don't pick no number 16 to be the number 1. It only happened one time. That's when Virginia got beat a few years ago by 16th seed. It was the number 1 seed, but Virginia came back the next year and won the national championship. So they kind of wiped that off their record, but they do bring it up. Let me see. Remember Tim Elliott, bus driver, former boxer, St. Louis, beat the shit out of dude on the bus. Daddy O, I hadn't heard from him like in forever. And Chuck D, they starting a movement, and I guess they're gonna do a GoFundMe page. It's called Stop the Self-Destruction Movement.
Yeah.
Now it's a good idea. Now, are they going to be doing it in communities all across the country, or are they just doing it in New York? Because that's where they from, New York.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, that's the Stop Self-Destruction Movement. That's the name of it. Stop Self-Destruction Movement. Daddy O and Chuck D, they the ones putting this together. I bet Lil Durk ain't signing up for that shit.
Yeah.
Lil Durk said what he say? Where that paper at? Did you hear I know you heard Lil Durk say, Durk back.
Yeah, he back.
He got a little plastic surgery from them burns he had. But Durk said, I'm breaking them jaws if anybody try to get with my ex, India Royale. Now, this is ex. And he don't want nobody to get with her. So he said he gonna break somebody's jaw. Little baby. I don't even know what this chick look like. But little baby, holla at her. Cause I'd like to see you and Durk get into it.
Man, Durk about to go to prison. He keep talking like that.
He talking about breaking jaws.
Yeah.
And it was a one dude, he was 19. Where was he at? He
You
was
trying
from this dude actually.
You trying to have them girls under control like that, Durk, man? You about to be.
You ain't no pimp.
You about to be on the road with officially GP. You about to be with GP, man.
Let me see. Where is it at? Them dumbass people there. I got a Tiger Woods story for you too. What is this kid's name?
Well, you know what about it. I want to have a day, man. Well, I can hang out with Tiger Woods and Alfonso Ribeiro at the same time. Oh my God.
You have a hell of a time, bro. You have a hell of a time.
Yeah.
And you could, and it'll get to a point where you can start videotaping because they gonna be drunk and doing what they want to do, and you gonna be sober. This kid's name was I just saw it. It wasn't Kodak Black either. Where is that? Oh, here it is. Ladarian Chandler. He's a rapper out of Florida. He's 19 years old. He went and talked about he was a suspect in a murder. Person of interest. He made a record, and the record, he said, I shot this guy and killed him. Guess where he at now?
Dude.
They use his lyrics to put his ass in jail.
You ain't seen what they've been doing?
Ladarius, or
Ladarian,
whatever your damn dumb ass name is.
You ain't looked at the whole Jeffrey trial or anything, see nothing about. They got a whole documentary on that now.
Yep. It's on Hulu or ABC?
It's on Hulu.
Cause I know
I think it came on ABC, but it's on Hulu.
Yeah, because they said they was in conjunction putting that together.
Yeah.
But
that was like, man, your boy talking about I killed a man in Arizona. All these people, man, all the white boys got the lyrics that say I killed the man, I shot the man, I murdered. Even
I shot the sheriff.
They got one that he said I shot my girl. What was her name? It was like, dang. I think it was what's the dude that seen Hurt?
Damn, I had his name wrote down somewhere too.
Yeah, and he was talking about he shot a woman, and that was like it's entertainment when they do it in the country music, but then when the black folks do it, they use it to get you in the criminal case.
They put you in jail.
Yeah.
Silicon, and I couldn't believe this about that bank folding up, and the government stepped in and made sure all them people gonna get their money. Biden said everybody have money in that bank, gonna get their money. But it's called Silicon Valley Bank. Now, we all know where the Silicon Valley is. They said that was the only bank in Silicon Valley. The only one. So everybody dealt with them. All the startups and all these. I'm like, how in the hell is that the only bank up there where all that money flow at every day? Yeah. Microsoft, Facebook, Google.
So how did in Silicon Valley and y'all ain't got no Key Bank, no US
Y'all ain't got no what's that other one? PNC Bank.
Huntington.
Y'all ain't got none of them banks.
Ain't none of y'all moved out there. Y'all trying to get out of.
Y'all can own the freaking bank if you had any damn sense. But Biden and under the FDIC laws, they what's the name? Biden came on early this morning and said, y'all can get all y'all money. Don't worry about it. And don't think that this is a crisis like in 2008 when the housing market went flop because the banks was doing them bad mortgages anyway.
But I
But
don't know about Biden. Biden to say some stuff. Biden look like he'll say some stuff and don't mean it shit. Biden look like somebody lie to your face.
what if he do? He gonna do it twice because Biden repeat everything he say.
Yeah, look like he'll say some stuff to your face on tape and this.
Look like he would let Kamala Harris handle that shit from out that way.
And look like he'll say, I ain't say that shit to your face. When you got the tape of it,
Look
like,
at you, be looking at you sideways, like I don't remember saying that.
I misspoke.
Lied. That means you lied. When they talk about they misspoke or it was taken out of context.
Have you seen that new? They got the new Law and Order. The dudes that made Law and Order, they got the
they got a new show.
Yeah, it called Blood and is it called Blood and Money?
Blood and Money.
That's I was watching it yesterday. That's what dude said. They got him lying on the stand. He said I misspoke.
Oh, I seen that part too. Because I was watching it back and forth. It come on Oxygen.
Yeah, it was on USA. So I was watching.
So they must got it on both networks.
But he said, then dude asked me, he said, so you lying, so you choose when to lie and when not to lie. And he said, so you lying about killing such and such, the lady. He was like, well, if I had killed her, he said, if I had killed her and I did have something to do with it, I would lie about it.
That's what he said. That's exactly what he said. And ain't nothing wrong with that because the brother was being honest. That was the only time he was honest on the witness stand.
He said that on the witness stand. I was like, wow, this dude funny.
And he probably beat the case.
It's funny. He said if I had something to do with it, and if I did murder her, I had something to do with her death, yeah, I would lie about it.
He said that right on the witness stand, so everybody get it. Judge turned around, looked at him,
yeah, everybody was like, what the hell
is this dude talking about? But that's a good show, I think. I think that's gonna have a good run. Because it's from the producers of Law and Order. Yeah. It's gonna be good. I believe that's gonna be good.
Yeah, good.
Mike Epps talking about guns. He said, and why do people always say the same shit? I didn't know it was in there. I forgot it was in there. Da 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 da. You got this heavy ass, big ass gun in a book bag.
Yeah.
At the airport, you got to go through. Well, I mean, he might have been able to get through, and just go straight in, and but he still got to go through metal detectors. Just because you Mike Epps don't mean you ain't going through no damn confidential informant metal detectors. He had a big ass gun too.
Unless you find private.
Yeah, unless you and I don't know, Mike. Might be you should have took a private jet. Should have called Dave Chappelle or somebody, man. They'd have gave you a ride. Lil Yachty is actually going to be the host on Saturday Night Live in a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
I'm like,
they took Lil Yachty piece out of Walmart, man. I didn't never get one. They said, Lil Yachty, I said it's your last chance. I might go see if I can get one. But I think they said at the end of the month, Lil Yachty, they're taking the pieces out of Walmart.
Well, they wasn't advertising enough for Lil Yachty. Yeah. Lil Yachty, he gonna be the host, not the musical guest. He's not gonna be the host, I don't think. Yeah. But when I heard it, I kind of set up and I was like, Lil Yachty, okay. Now, next to the other Lil Uzi Vert, his girlfriend or ex-girlfriend, I don't know if they together what, her name is Summer Walker. Yeah. Not a bad looking woman. She said that he is like a sadomasochist. He be talking about Satan in his songs and talk about the devil. But like you said, in country music, you can shoot your wife and the dog and don't nothing happen. But they putting this boy out there, and a lot of people came out and said he weird. And he be talking about Satan and all that type of stuff. I ain't never heard of him going to church. I ain't know his name was Creflo Dollar. I thought his damn name was Lil Uzi Vert.
Yeah.
so he can write and sing what the hell he want to sing. Now, if his name was Creflo Dollar,
That's one thing people get confused with though. It's like he a rapper. He not a gospel singer.
he ain't a gospel singer. He ain't no preacher. He ain't even a damn deacon.
So just what is he supposed to? He not supposed to live his life by your laws or what you think of him.
And his woman tripping.
There's people just be wanting to throw dirt. And it's like, okay, if he is rapping about Satan, then what is he rapping about Satan? It's out there. So what are you talking about?
Hey, it's the world is coming to an end one day. And Satan was in the Bible. He was an angel.
You telling us stuff that if it's out there, so you just trying to throw dirt on his name. What you saying? Because if it's recorded and he rapping about Satan, then I mean, what are you doing telling us stuff we already know?
They need to leave that dude alone, man.
Yeah.
I wonder what they gonna do when they grow up. They can't be Lil no more.
Like
Boosie turned into Badass, and
Yeah.
you know a lot of people. Bow Wow just turned into Bow Wow. Disappeared for a long time.
But they still got them Patti LaBelle pies at
Walmart still saying they old and crusty as what?
Yeah. And they ain't advertising now, but she advertising she want to have some sex
Sex
with
with young
Lil Yachty, that's all I'm saying.
Pizza and pie.
Yeah.
Yachty and
I
Patty.
mean, could be a match made in heaven. I don't know, but
Yachty and Patty.
I'm
throwing it out there too.
I'm gonna try to help you out though, Yachty. You might get your pizza, like you said, pieces and pies.
No Static Radio, the voice of the revolution. This is the Hustle and Wax Flow and Yachty and Patty. Patty LaBelle and Lil Yachty. That got a ring to it, man.
Yeah, something like Bobby and Whitney.
Yeah, that could be the next. Well, Patty LaBelle old and shit. I don't think she's gonna start snorting no cocaine now. She might have in the past. Oh, David Carr signed with New Orleans after the Raiders cut him. Miami got Jalen Ramsey. He freaking like out of control. He's a nut, but he's a good player. So he going to Miami. He just left the Rams. They said Derrick Henry will not re-sign with Tennessee. And it's not Derrick Henry who's saying he don't want to. It's the owner. They say they know what they know they gotta pay Derrick Henry. Yeah. And guess who they say he talking to? To Bill Belichick and the New England Patriots. If he go to New England, them fuckers will be back in the Super Bowl, man. Yeah. Trust me. Darius Slay got cut. The Chicago Bears, they traded the number 1 overall pick in this year's NFL draft to the Carolina Panthers for 4 picks, 2 firsts, a second, I think, and a fifth. And what's that receiver name? DJ something. But they traded the number 1 overall pick. You don't trade the number 1 overall pick when you as bad as the Bears was. But then again, it makes sense because they got all these picks what they can fill these holes with in their roster. DJ Moore, that's the receiver they got. He pretty good. So Justin Fields got a real wide receiver now. The Bears get the 9th pick, plus they got their own pick. So that's 2 first-round picks. And they got the 61st pick in the 2nd round. In the 24 draft, they got the 1st pick, plus their own 1st pick. And they get a 2nd in 2025. So Carolina, y'all needed a quarterback. Y'all gonna draft. They probably draft the kid from Alabama or either C.J. Stroud out of Ohio State. Yeah. But they traded the number 1 pick, so they own the clock. Did y'all see Ja Morant in the club? The private dancer. It was on Instagram. Everything be on Instagram now. Yeah. They don't never let nothing on Facebook no more.
Ja, you messing up.
Ja, this the night he was waving the gun around when he had to leave and go get some mental health. Yeah. He was in there. The whole floor was just covered with money. Now, first of all, he must don't know Deacon Grant. Yeah. Deacon Grant was spending, what did he say, $800 a night? Something crazy. And the girl just pulled him to the side, and she just said, all you got to do is wear some sweatpants and have a rubber on. Yeah. and saved him a lot of money. A lot of money. Ja, you can save a lot of money, Ja. Ja Morant, you really need to go to the damn mental health clinic or somewhere, because you would, and then he came upstairs and was scaring all the strippers waving a gun.
You could have hollered at your boy, man. He tell you that ain't how you go about it, Ja. Your boy, James Harden, to put you on the game. James Harden to put you on the game, man.
Ja Morant, you are. Oh, and Gatorade dropped his commercials.
Yeah.
Right quick. Nike, they said we're gonna stand by him. He's gonna get mental health treatment and all that other stuff. Ain't nothing wrong with that damn boy. He just let that shit go to his head real bad, like he in the NBA, and his father was super much. Look at his father with them front row seats. Yeah, I'm buzzing around this boy. But yeah, Ja Morant, if you are away from the team seeking mental health,
he had his shoe drop, and they did all that ice thing. Said Ja Morant, ice, put you on ice, and they had all the ice out, and then they did all that stuff with shoe release, and they was like, damn, we done spent a lot of money on these shoes, and we seen what happened with the Kanye situation. And Adidas, they was like, man, we gotta make this money up first before we
dump his ass.
Before we get mad and just make any rash decisions. Ain't the time. We seen what happened. Just cause, you know what I mean, you just can't get mad and just make a decision like that. You gotta sit down and think for a minute.
Yeah,
like,
because there's a lot of money involved.
We done put some money in there, and he did mess up right when we dropped these shoes. We got a lot of money tied up right now.
Yeah, they do, but I mean, when one of them start dropping you,
like saying what happened when they did Kanye, yeah, we'll drop you. Then it's like, damn, but we done took a hit, so we gotta holler back at you. And they don't want to be looking like that. Nike don't, so we look better if we stand by right now than to drop him and have to go back to him.
Yeah, they came out with the right statement. You know, they said what they had to say, and they did what they doing. They got to do.
Because if we drop him now, and that look like some sucker shit, if we drop him and then have to go back to him because these shoes ain't
no, he ain't going back to them. He going someplace else.
Yeah.
Like when
Kobe went from Adidas to Nike.
When Tiger Woods, Buick, when Tiger went through his stuff and all his sponsors, they was running like roaches when you turn the lights come on. When the lights came on, guess what? When he came back, and I told anybody that would listen, the sponsors coming back because he made them a lot of money. And who he got? He got, what's that car he drove over the cliff last year? Genesis. Yeah. He got Rolex. Tiger Woods got all his money back and then some. So the same thing will happen if Nike drop Ja Morant. He gonna be on the Adidas team. Or what's that one Steph Curry got? Under Armour. He gonna be on one of their teams. So I'm gonna say No Static Radio, the voice of the revolution. Hustle and wax, we flowing. Snoop doing a 2-album deal with Gamma, and they linking up with Death Row. And he releasing all of the Death Row music and stuff. Ed Sheeran signed with Death Row. Snoop gave him a big ass chain.
But it's like, okay, Snoop, we ain't gonna say everybody with a chain, we ain't heard no damn music.
Right, Death Row ain't made no new music. And you making it for Gamma with somebody else.
We done seen Jamie Foxx with a chain. We done seen Mace. We done seen Mace with a Death Row chain. We done seen Ed Sheeran. Come on now, Snoop. We done seen too many people with Death Row chain.
Snoop quit wearing them Skechers and fooling with Martha Stewart, maybe some music could get out.
Her nerd drip of music come out of Death Row.
Well, let me tell you, and staying on the West Coast with the West Coast rap game, do it. Mac 10 was doing an interview, and the guy asked him, when was the last time you talked to Q, man? What was their little group?
Westside Connection.
Yeah, Westside Connection. He say Snoop up there with E40 and them, and they going to Mount Rushmore. Y'all gonna get together and do something like that?
But Mac 10 is blood for real.
But you know what, Mac 10 was Ice Cube ain't in no fucking gang. He ain't
Yeah.
never ain't got no cred in that shit. Cause I was watching something about Easy E the other day. He had cred and Dre had about this much. And
Yeah.
Snoop had some cred too. But Mac 10 say, I only fuck with people who fuck with me. Excuse how I'm putting this, people. Well, I cuss anyway. But I ask forgiveness at the end of each day.
Yeah.
But he said, I fuck with who fuck with me. So dude was like, when the last time you talked to Snoop? He said, I ain't talked to Snoop. I ain't heard from Snoop in 20 years.
Yeah, Mike 10 of Blood. I'm surprised him and all that stuff worked out. Cause Mike 10 of Blood and Dub C is a crip for real.
And Snoop a crip.
Yeah, Snoop out them crippin'.
But for the money,
Yeah.
you know, you do what you got to do for the money. But he said he ain't, well, then again, that's probably why, because, and something went down about some money. Because reading the article, something went down, and he said, you know, it was someone, it wasn't Snoop, it was one of Snoop's dudes, beat him out some money.
Yeah.
And he said Snoop didn't step up and say, hey man, get that cat his money back, you know, whatever. And he said after that, Snoop ain't called, they ain't talked. He said 20 years, bruh.
Yeah.
20 years. I mean, it had to be some type of relationship there that y'all got. Like, even if you just get together to do the West Side Connection shit.
Yeah.
You know, because you could, Bloods and Crips put the guns and the knives down for money.
And it's crazy, like all them chicks, man, the TLC chicks, he was with T-Boz. T-Boz was with Mac 10. It's like they had all these different personality dudes. They had T-Boz with Mac 10.
Lisa with Andre
Andre
Rison,
Rison.
and he made a rap.
And Chili, and the Chili with Usher. Y'all silly. Y'all was saying, I don't know, man.
I love that
A
damn
football player, a
Lisa.
gangster.
That low brass.
Yeah, a football player, a gangster, and a simp. A lover for international love.
I had to mention this just for all you old school people, because I don't call y'all old heads. Earth, Wind, and Fire is suing Earth, Wind, and Fire. Now, the Earth, Wind, and Fire with the two original members that's left.
Yeah.
One of Maurice White's brothers, I don't know if it's Verdine or whatever, and Philip Bailey, they own the rights to the Earth, Wind, and Fire, everything. But then it's another Earth, Wind, and Fire that's going around using the Earth, Wind, and Fire emblem. And they say it was people who played in, you know, like if somebody lead a band and you might come and play on one album or you might play on a tour. So there's a lot of them type of dudes. They saying they Earth, Wind, and Fire, and they using the Phoenix, the little Rising Phoenix deal. That's Earth, Wind, and Fire's, you know, they known for that shit. They suing each other. Now who gonna win? The Earth, Wind, and Fire that's stealing shit, emblems and trademarks, and ain't none of them was never really original member of Earth, Wind, and Fire. Y'all just played on a tour or something like that. Y'all gonna lose. Y'all gonna lose a whole lot of money. So y'all dumb as hell. The other Earth, Wind, and Fire, y'all need to go to court and try to do a settlement where y'all can save y'all ass, because y'all ain't gonna save no money. Patrick Mahomes' brother, he living off him, and he got arrested for some dumb shit. A car that wasn't registered or something, or was a stolen car. He bought it at Chop Shop. I don't even know the dude's first name. All I know is he always trying to get in under Patrick Mahomes' shine. Don't work, bro. AstroTurf. Remember AstroTurf when they put AstroTurf over all the football fields in college and football? Yeah. It was the wave of the 70s. And everybody got fucked up. Yeah, well, if you slid on that AstroTurf, your whole skin would come off. Yeah. But they say AstroTurf actually causes cancer. They said about 5 members of the Philadelphia Phillies and that was one of the first places to put that damn shit in, all got cancer.
Yeah.
So, but they call it, now they got some other stuff. It's like grass, but they put down like AstroTurf, turf grass or something like that. They use that now.
Yeah.
But
So they can have something else
But
to
on
come out.
AstroTurf, dudes that was running 4.7s in the 40,
Yeah.
on AstroTurf, they're running 4.4s.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's like running on the track, bro. And that song by Ron Artest, you gotta be fucking kidding me, dude. But right after that went off, Finesse 2 Times came on the radio. I'm like, I'm sitting here driving around listening to Finesse 2 Times.
About to go in days and steal some meat.
Looking like a stud. Now you got me looking like a stud. Kodak Black at the Rolling Loud tour in California. They was doing water bottles at Kodak.
And he took his belt out about to whoop
About to whoop somebody like he was pimping. But they said his security team had to stay with him 24 hours to keep him sober before he went on stage and make sure he got to rehab when he left California.
Because if they would have seen him on that video, after he just went in there and tried to pull that story.
Well,
they knew he had to
he
be
was
sober.
like the other dude that said, yeah, if I would sit up here and lie about it.
yeah,
That's like Kodak. That's where he got his line from, Kodak.
Because that's probably what they told him. Because Kodak, he one of them people, and what they told him, they like, look, we're going to have to put security around you 24/7. Kodak, don't try no funny business, because we know you will get high. And you know, we know you will be high. And you know you about to be on
camera. And
camera.
you'll disappear.
Yeah, and you'll be on camera. That's all the judge need to see is you high on camera.
All I know is they say they had a security team in place. They kept his ass sober and made sure he got to rehab. Now, you think he's staying in rehab for 29, 30, 60 days?
Nah.
All right, I don't think so either. Let me see. I got
Kodak, the person in rehab. You know that person in rehab that got the drugs.
He's selling opioids in rehab. That's, you know what? That's about right.
Look at that. They say, what's wrong with this?
Well,
That cigarette dipped. What they gonna see Kodak in the jail?
Yeah, and they ain't gonna check Kodak when he come in.
Why your cigarette brown? That don't look right.
Where'd you dip that in, bro? Kodak Black. I love me some Kodak Black. I love me some Kodak Black. Tiger Woods, his ex-girlfriend, when he finally decided to get in a relationship after he ran into the fire hydrant and his wife was chasing him with a golf club.
Yeah.
Her name was Erica Herman. And she was there when he won that Masters because they were showing her. And they was like, because his kids was there. And they showed her.
Yeah.
And she didn't have no ass. I was like, damn, baby, you lay down. Tiger Woods got all his clothes on you. But Tiger Woods and her broke up. They've been broke up now a couple of years. She done lost her 15 seconds of fame. So she coming out saying Tiger Woods sleep with dudes.
With some dirt. They always gonna come with some dirt.
See, now how you gonna come out and he's sleeping with other women? He back to doing this, he back to doing that. First of all, that's Tiger Woods. He a single man. He can do anything he want to damn do, lady. You just mad because
he ain't sleeping with you.
He ain't sleeping with your flat ass. He didn't put a ring on it, and you couldn't walk with no money. So you want to just come out with this nonsense because when Tiger Woods lawyers get involved, we'll never hear from Erica Herman again. Because see, usually when these chicks, they date somebody like Tiger Woods, they end up dating another celebrity or another athlete. They might get lucky, but no, she ain't gonna get lucky because she fooling with the wrong one.
And then they might catch one. And then like I said, if nobody wasn't trying to get at you at that time, or you can transition. See, some of these they know how to transition real nice. Some of these chicks.
Well, they look better than her.
They know how to transition real nice. So if nobody was hollering at you while you was with Tiger, that right there let you know.
Yeah, you ain't.
Yeah,
Your game wasn't that
you
great.
can't get up on that radar if you wasn't already on it.
So, but this lady is saying Tiger Woods sleep with dudes. He back to sleeping with porn stars. And I mean, you know, you just saying that, lady, because you ain't in the mix no more, and you ain't eating them jumbo shrimps that's damn near bigger than my head.
But it was all cool when you was.
Well, yeah.
When you was.
So
ready.
if he was sleeping with dudes, you was in the bed with him when y'all was together.
Yeah.
Because you certainly have not seen him when y'all broke up sleeping with no dude. So it had to happen when you and Tiger was together. Yeah. She needs to shut the hell up.
Cool with it then.
Erica Herman, yeah. Talking that bullshit. And if Tiger Woods want to do that, he got the damn money to do it. So you really need to shut up. Don't forget about the trauma recovery center.
Like, that don't even sound right though, man. Come on, you like these. Listen to your story. You throwing dirt, and the dude ain't no dudes blackmailing Tiger for no money to keep it on the hush. Come on,
the National Enquirer, the Sun, page 6 on what they call that shit in New York. Ain't nobody blackmailing him. So, and if he want to sleep with them, I hope he sleep. You know, he should get with Alfonso Ribeiro. You right.
There'll be some moves to be made, man.
He should get with Alfonso Ribeiro because Tiger Woods, his broad wasn't that good looking. He had some skanky, skaggly wag someone that, unless they just was on fentanyl.
He on his Dave Chappelle game. Dave Chappelle. He sounds like white one with dirty feet.
Dave Chappelle say that in the audience be half white. I don't like white women with dirty feet. Well, half the audience in here got dirty feet. Dave.
That was Tiger Woods,
Tiger Woods, yeah, he maybe like him with dirty feet. I mean, he half Korean. So
he like him like, I want one just barely made it into the point game. So I'm like, oh, I like him.
He be looking, how she get in here? Yeah. Oh, she with Tiger. Oh, it's cool. Oh man, that's like, I mean, I don't like, you know, because you couldn't get in and stay in and get a ring on it, and when you got divorced, get some money, like the other lady, Erin, whatever her damn name was, that's over there in Switzerland, thinking she could sing or whatever, ain't got the kids. She don't even care about her kids. Tiger Woods got the kids, and he been raising them ever since that shit happened, and they got divorced. She flew back over there with all them millions she got, and she been kicking it ever since. But Erica Herman, you ain't getting no money. So quit lying on that man, because he getting money. Let me see if got anything else before we get the hell out of here. Shaq. I mean, Shaq need to get with Sean Kemp. Remember the FTX thing? The cryptocurrency? Yeah. And I guess everybody snitching now. They went to serve, they say they served Tom Brady, Stephen Curry. They all got served with they, you know, little subpoenas and stuff. Yeah. They say, we know you're in there, Shaq. We see your big ass peeking out the window. They say Shaq wouldn't even answer the door. He ducked in the subpoena. Yeah. Shaq. All they gonna do is say you've been served. That's it, bro. You ain't going to jail yet.
It ain't like they don't know where you be at, though. They know you about to
be. They be at TNT. You be on TNT every Tuesday and Thursday. And they do the NCAA games too.
They about to roll up on you at one of them games. That's what they gonna do. Like we don't know where you'll be at. Oh, he live right now.
Yep. And they gonna walk in there.
Yep,
and these federal subpoenas we talking about, these ain't no damn local or no state subpoenas. These federal subpoenas that Shaq trying to duck. Shaq, you should just open up the door, took the subpoena, and said that thing's everything. I'll see y'all when y'all set court dates, because ain't none of us going to jail. Now the dude that was running it, he going to jail. But the rest of us, we ain't going to jail. And that was the reason for Tom Brady and Janelle Bunsen, whatever her damn name is, divorce. The money that Tom Brady invested in FTX
Good.
A lot of millions. A whole lot of millions. He got $1 million. Oh, and they said the Cavs lead the NBA in dunks. I'm like, you would think that would be like a West Coast team that run up and down the court and be slamming, dunking on people.
Yeah.
But Donovan Mitchell, I seen the last game. He went straight to the hole and slammed on somebody.
That's why I hate dude, man. I hate Ja out here acting crazy because it's when you every game.
Yeah, you
that
would think
out,
Memphis would lead the league in dunks. All the young boys they got that can fly.
he was averaging a lot of points too. Like every game that
He
you
was the
out,
second leading scorer in the league.
taking away from your records you could be breaking, man. You could be working up to breaking some records, but every game you out is missing out and messing that up.
Because he not back yet, and they say he was gonna just take a couple of games. Nah, they don't. It's been a week, I think, or maybe going on 2 weeks. So, but the NBA still ain't stepped in and said, "Hey, we suspending your ass." Because see, the NBA gonna give him about 10, 15 games, no check.
Yeah.
His father gonna be mad because you know on every 2 weeks when y'all get that check, he give his father some money. And obviously his father don't work a job no more. He in there fighting with Shannon Sharp.
His sister gonna be mad.
Yeah.
There was another one. I forgot about that. That was the other one that they had. His sister.
Well, Ja taking care of a lot of people.
She called them. They was she was at some basketball game. They got into it. She got into it with one of the dudes there at the basketball game, the Memphis game. And she called Ja, and Ja, his mom, his brother, and a whole entourage of people showed up to her defense. They snatched somebody. But it's like, okay, it was him, but somebody
That's
in the
bad, man.
But somebody in the entourage snatched the dude's phone who was recording and stuff. They snatched dude's phone. But it was an entourage of people. But since it was Ja's sister and Ja was there, everything that happened is Ja's fault.
Yeah, of course. He took it. They gonna make it to the point where he took